You are invited. Invited to what, you might ask? I don't know, to the greatest story ever told. Today we are going to talk about the power of narrative and how the Rosary is one big narrative and how important it is that we also invite others into our narrative. For all you who are new to the channel, please check out sheenrosaries.com where we've got all our rosaries, and you can also check out our newest rosary, the Hallow Rosary. And if you've heard of the Hallow app, it is the #1 Catholic prayer and meditation app, and you can find that in the link below. And if you use that link, you'll get an extended free trial of the app with lots of great content on there for all your favorite Catholic speakers and wonderful prayer meditations as well. So check that out, the Hallow app, in the link below. So why exactly are we talking about our stories? I don't know about you, but I find that stories are much more compelling than being lectured at. And so I don't fall victim to my own words right here. I'd like to start this video by telling you a story. Just the other night, I had one of my Bible study friends over to the house, and he wanted to exchange testimonies, or the story or the reason behind why we are faithful Christians, Catholics. And he wanted to get to know a little bit more about my story to Christianity, or to start taking my Catholic faith seriously, and he was going to tell me a little bit about his own. And he also loves the fact that my wife and I, we have a porch swing, and he said, I would love to just sit on your porch swing and talk with you for an evening. Now, in my neighborhood, we have one lady who walks her dog in the same path pretty much every night, and I know that she's going to be walking her dog at that time, and she's very likely to catch you and talk your ear off for quite some time. My wife and I, we usually oblige her and we'll talk to her. She's kind, but I didn't brief my Bible study friend that she was going to be walking around, and I did not tell him about the kinds of conversations that we've had in the past and how long that they can be. We've all got that one older neighbor, you know who I'm talking about, the one who talks about the local paper or the street cleaning schedule. She came up to our porch swing, she pretty much stood right in front of us, started talking about things around the neighborhood, and then my friend, he is very, very charitable and invited her into our conversation. He actually said, this is what Adam and I were going to talk about today. Would you like to join us and talk about this same thing? We were talking about our faiths and how we came to love and live in our faiths. But maybe much to our surprise, she was thrilled to talk about our faith and our testimonies, and she sat right down on my porch and started talking to us. The conversation was actually really beautiful. I learned a lot more about her past than perhaps I had before in previous conversations, and part of my heart softened for her. And even though she loves to talk and she would interject herself many times into the conversation, my friend was very determined to continue having the conversation that we were going to have. And he pressed forward, kept asking me about the things and putting little points of his story in so he could relate back. He was totally in control. He was driving the entire thing. As much as my neighbor would want to veer off one direction, he always steered it back in the straight and narrow path. Afterwards, I complimented him. I was like, that was really cool how you did that. Like, you knew that she was probably gonna disrupt what we were gonna talk about, but you managed to not only keep us on the conversation that you wanted to have, but also include someone who is probably looking for community, looking to have conversation. Maybe she was lonely. And I have a feeling a lot of us feel that way. A lot of us can be lonely from time to time, and we're looking for somebody to talk to. We're looking for someone to have real, genuine, authentic conversation with. And this is why I want to tie it in to this video today, because the Rosary is a big, genuine, authentic story. It's the story of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. It is a conversation. We're talking with Mary about this beautiful story that has unfolded in salvation history so that we might be united forever with Mary and her son. This is a story that you're invited to. It's a story for everyone, even those who are lonely and have no one to talk to. This is the story that we need to tell to more people, that we need to invite more people into. It is a clear and concise conversation with a purpose. Much like my friend, it is something that you can invite others into. And much like my neighbor, this is a story that you can learn more about the other person, that you can truly peel back the layers and start to understand some things that maybe you didn't understand before. Maybe some judgments that you held against Mary or against Jesus, and you can start to really learn about the other person, enter into a relationship with that other person. Today, I invite you to enter into a relationship with your Blessed Mother, Mother Mary, with Jesus Christ, her Son, and with your entire family, with your friends, whoever it might be. And maybe also ask someone else, why are you Christian? Why are you Catholic? What is your testimony? What is your reason for your faith? Why has Jesus Christ's passion, death, and resurrection changed who you are? This is a great thing to pray about and to ask yourself every time you pray the Rosary. That's my challenge for you today. Pray the Rosary with someone else. And for bonus points, ask that other person their reason for their faith. Maybe get into your testimony, get into their testimony. It'll really, really strengthen your relationship and maybe even strengthen your reason for your faith. You are invited to the greatest story ever told. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. I hope you liked our content. Please hit that like button if you did, and you can be a subscriber and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our videos when we put them out. If you want to comment down below, maybe 1 or 2 sentences as to why your faith is important in your life or why you are the religion that you are, please let us know that. And thank you so much for sticking to the end of our videos and always supporting us at sheenrosaries.com. From us to you, through Mary.